Hey guys, welcome back to Deer Camp 2015. And now, it's rifle season. That's right. I got my Winchester Model 70 30-06 ready to go. I backpacked in this afternoon, and hopefully we get a doe. Now, I haven't set up the tent or anything yet because it is unseasonably warm. It's about 70 degrees right now, and the low tonight is only going to be about 60. That means if I get a deer this afternoon, the meat's not going to stay good overnight. So I'm going to have to pack everything right back out. But hopefully we have that opportunity. Stay tuned. Good morning. It is December 12th at 5:30 in the morning, and it is actually warmer out here than it was during my solo spring hunting trip. It's about 60 degrees. That's pretty nice. It's really humid. It's kind of clammy, but other than that, it's good. I went to bed early last night. Probably about 6:30. I was tired. So, I'm well rested. So, well, let's get to this. Well, guys, I've been hunting hard all morning. Haven't seen anything. I think the warm weather has the deer bedded down. Plus, it's late in the gun season, so there's just fewer deer than there were. I'd like to stay out here longer, but we got some rain blowing in. I don't want my camera to get wet, so I'm going to have to pack it in. I think what I'm going to do is make one more loop around here. Hey, maybe I kick one up. But hey, it was a fun trip anyway, so Stay tuned. I guess there's still a little bit of time left. It's a turkey feather. Huh. So we know there's turkeys out here. That's good news for the spring. Alright guys, back out at the camp now. Didn't see any deer, but hey, had a fun camping trip. That's the way it goes. Like I said, it's late in the rifle season, so there's fewer deer now than when we started this season. And also this warm weather. I mean, I'm hot right now. It's like 75 degrees, which is crazy for December. This warm weather probably has the deer bedded down. But a couple of people have asked about the gear that I normally take out here to deer camp. So I figured I'd show off the type of stuff that I carry. I don't have as much this time as I carried last time because this was just an overnighter. But anyways, I guess I'll start with the hardware first. The first thing you need is a good knife, and I carry, at least on this trip, the Tarp's Anaconda. Now, this is a really good knife for chopping. Has these little serrations right there. Now that is actually a bone score. Now the way that a bone score works is if you have to make something out of bone or you want to get down to the marrow, you take that and you kind of work it like a saw to scratch a line on the bone. And you take the bone, you smack it with the spine of the knife, and it breaks along that line, and you can break apart bone the way you want it. So in a survival situation, it's always good to be able to get down to the marrow of the bones. That actually stays good longer than the meat does. Now, the sheath that this comes with kind of sucks because it's just held in with Velcro. There's no snaps, but it's working so far. And it has this little pocket, and inside the pocket I carry my hunting knife. Now most of you guys are familiar with this. This is the Buck 110 folder. It is a fantastic hunting knife, and it fits right in the little pocket on the front of the sheath, so it's handy. You can also fit a full-size multi-tool in there, so that's handy too if you want to take it fishing. Alright, the other piece of hardware is, of course, the rifle. This is a Winchester Model 70 30-06. Has a Nikon Pro Staff 3x9x40 scope. The stock is actually a aftermarket stock that I put on here, laminated. I always like laminated stocks. This has been a good rifle over the years. I've had this for quite a few years now, but it's worked every year for me. I guess that's it as far as hardware goes. Now, the only light source that I brought on this trip was actually just this little headlamp. I wanted to go lightweight. This is the Pelican heads-up light number 2610. And it is a 2-mode type light. So you hit the button once, you get 1 LED, hit it again, you get 3 LEDs. And that's plenty bright for walking around the camp. So, nice and lightweight, and if you know, Pelican products are really good. They make gun cases, they make lights, they make a lot of stuff. Alright, next up, I guess the shelter, which you guys have already seen, but I'll show it again. This is the Techsport camouflage trail tent. It advertises that it sleeps 2. I guess 2 really, really close friends. And you can actually pack this down tighter than what it is, but it's nice and light. The way that I have it right now, it's about 3.2 pounds. So good lightweight shelter, and it costs like $25. So it's done a good job this season. Real happy with it. Now the sleeping bag that I brought is this guy right here. Now, this is a little bit bigger than what I needed for this trip because it's so warm, but I used it on the last trip. This is the Marmot Aspen Explorer 20-degree bag. That's a mummy style bag. Pretty lightweight. As you see, it compacts down to about the size of a basketball, fits down on the bottom of my pack really well. Speaking of my pack, I have that right here. Now this is the Teton Sports, as you can see there, Scout 3400. And it's a decent pack. It's not my favorite one, but it's the best I got right now. You see it's got a good nice waist belt on it, good padded straps here. It doesn't have a whole lot of mounting options on it, which is the only thing I don't like about it. But for what it is, it's really good. It's kind of like a mountaineering pack in that you got like one big pocket that you just kind of shove everything down in. So, like I said, the sleeping bag fits right down in the bottom. Just like so. There you go. Now, one thing that I didn't set up on this trip that I had on my last trip is my Ultralight backpacker's tarp. And this thing, you get it at Walmart. It is a 5x7, really extremely lightweight tarp. So I used this on the last trip during muzzleloader season to keep all my stuff dry that I didn't want to keep inside my tent. Alright. I brought this jacket along too. You saw me wearing it on the last trip. I didn't have to wear it on this trip because it's like summertime out here. But that is 100% wool, and that is the Fred Asbel zippered wool jacket, and the pattern that's on it is called Timber Ghost. So it's a real good product. It will keep you warm. It works great if you can layer it, if you can put that on and then like a BDU jacket on top of that. It's going to keep you really warm. This is the food that I brought. I didn't eat a whole lot of it. It's my favorite camping food, hot dogs. This is the breakfast, lunch, and dinner of champions. And my ditty bag. Now, if you don't know what a ditty bag is, that's just a bag where you keep all your extra stuff. As you see, I got some toilet paper here for your mystical evolutions. We got some contractor's tape here for tracking. Got a little ferro rod down in here and a striker, some extra parachute cord, and these, I don't know what brand these is. Oh, here we go. This is a Guide Gear field washcloths. Just basically something to wipe your hands with. And also this tin foil that you see down in there, that's what's left of the fire starters that we made in a previous video. And those really help because you never know how wet all the wood is going to be out here. They will light wet wood up like that. Alright. And last thing, my camera case is a random camera case that I found. It's not actually made for the camera that that I'm using, the Canon PowerShot, but it does fit down in here. The tripod I usually stick on the outside of the pack, but I'm not big on camera cases and stuff like that, so this is actually made by Kenneth Cole. It says Kenneth Cole Reaction. So I think one of my friends used to have this, and they kept a Sony Handycam in there. Alright, I believe that's it. Oh, one more thing. Speaking of guide gear, this is my deer cart, and this is the cheapest one that you can buy. I got it from sportsmansguide.com. I wanted this one even though I could probably afford a better one, but this one is really narrow, and that's actually what I wanted. The narrower the deer cart is, the easier it is to drag it through the woods. And even getting down here with this one, there's still a couple spots where you gotta stop and kind of monkey around with it and play Tetris to try to get the thing through. But anyways, that's all my stuff. Let's see if I can get everything packed up here so you can see how it all goes together. We've already got the sleeping bag down in here. Alright, what's next? The tarp. Go down there like so. Nitty bag. Like so. Spare jacket. Now if you take a whole lot of time with this, of course you can pack it better. Put it in there like that. Pelican light, won't need that on the way out, but usually I would stick this on the outside somewhere so I can get to it. Alright. Make a rain cover to keep everything dry in case it rained. I'll have to repack this so I can get the camera in, but normally camera case would go in here next. And Gatorade go in there. Food right up top. Alrighty. This has a cool little snow cover here. That. Now, right up top is where I put the tent. If this actually had a compression sack or something, it would go better, but whatever, it works. So just kind of stretch this over it. Looking good. And the chair. Alright, there it is. Fully loaded, all packed up, ready to go. I guess that means that our trip is just about at an end here. So anyways guys, I'm really glad you could come along with me, even if it's just in video form. I do appreciate all your views. I appreciate all your subscriptions and all your comments. So anyways, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's free. So anyways, I had a great camping trip. I wish I could have got a deer out here, but that's the way it goes. You don't get one every time, and that's why it's called hunting and not killing. So anyways guys, till next time, thumbs up.